Can you take his fans by beating him?
I think I've already got his fans, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you know, so for everybody, you know, I'm grateful for this opportunity. This is what we do. This is how we do it. This is why we call ourselves the Takeover. And this fight right here will solidify as in the worldwide takeover.
Hey, I've heard enough of this guy.
June 10th, ESPN. Get your tickets now.
Hey, I've had enough of listening to you, waffling on, a lot of shit. I'm Upski. See you on June 10th.
This man's on his way out, you know, 30-something years old. You know, he's gotta leave. All good. Hey, but we stay.
We're going to have to say goodbye for now. Thanks very much for your time over there. We cannot wait for June the 10th. We cannot wait for this fight. It really is set up to be absolutely spectacular.
Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor were sitting down in an interview conducted by Top Rank, sort of like a conference call interview. And as soon as Teo started talking, Josh Taylor said that I've had enough of this guy. And he got up and walked out of the interview. The strongest bit of support that I've ever seen against the silencing of Teofimo Lopez yet to this day. I admire what Taylor did, because in boxing, enough with the talk. It's time to get down to business. And Teofimo Lopez has not been about business for quite some time. But he is about sound bites, and he is about disrespect, whether he's disrespecting his colleagues in the sport of boxing like Deontay Wilder, or whether he's disrespecting Devin Haney, or if he's disrespecting people who support the sport of boxing like people of color, black folks. So where is he to go going forward, thinking that his upcoming fight challenging Josh Taylor for the WBO junior welterweight title on June 10th, where does he think the promotion is going to go if you're sinking the ship with your lips? It is time for people like Teofimo Lopez to be taught a lesson, but not like in the sense of laying hands on it. But it's time for the realities of life to catch up. You cannot just continue to walk through life and be disrespectful of people, especially those who may be prone to buy tickets for what you do for a living. It is most disrespectful what you have shown over the past couple of years, and you seem to be wanting to double down on the ignorance. Your camp, your representation of self and family are in the tank. But the one saving grace we have is that upcoming challenge for Taylor's title. To me, it seems like Taylor is ready to get at you. But after listening to a recent interview where he spoke with Gareth Davies, he has admitted to having problems on his own. Drinking, partying, excessive weight gain, and he's trying to get a grip on things. And though he's in the midst of a prime at 32 years of age, living that type of lifestyle erodes the skills quickly. Teofimo, who happens to be 25 and not yet entered his prime, has not been the most active of fighters, only by the mouth. But that's not what pays the bills. In the ring is where you get it done. I watched that clip that I just played several times, and I came away from the experience thinking the same thing. This guy is awful. And Teofimo is worse. Yeah, Josh Taylor is awful because he's taking on Teofimo Lopez when a gentleman by the name of Jack Catterall, whom he met in February of 2022 and got a split decision that should have been a unanimous decision win for Catterall. Since that fight, Taylor has been on the outskirts of boxing. Injuries and those other slip loopholes that I mentioned have stalled him out. But Teo isn't much better. His December split decision win over Sandor Martin, many people thought that Martin won that fight. And Teo even asked, with cameras right in his face in the aftermath of the bout, do I still have it? My post-fight show, I remarked, you never did have it, son. And it is a grip on the reality of life and the sport that you participate in. Yes, I'm being extremely critical because he's been extremely disrespectful. But he can turn things around because he's a young man. Taylor, can he turn things around? If he doesn't see Catterall, we don't want to see Taylor. Lopez could turn this into a lucky star event for himself, but he won't gather much support for that, even in victory. He may raise some eyebrows, but Josh Taylor has created this mess for himself. A former undisputed champion who decided to relinquish all the other titles outside of the WBO, and now is set to fight against a fighter that's younger, probably faster, and can embarrass him if he's not really prepared. And it's unfortunate that boxing has stooped to these depths because there's so much talent out in the sport that is not aligning itself to face off. We're missing the good stuff. And we're left with this. And this is not what we want. This fight could go either way based on how these men are living their lives. And that's a shame because there are other fighters who are chomping at the bit for the opportunity at a world title and to put these two men to rest. Catterall says he would love to face the winner of this bout. But we know that Taylor's not in a rush to face him again, and Teo may not be available to face him at all. Because I see something happening in the instance for both of these men that may stall their careers out going forward. It's very interesting to hear Josh speak of his troubles outside of the ring, because unless we're told, we wouldn't know, because he's from the UK. But I listened to what he said he had to deal with, and he's a bit older than Teo. So for he to run into those problems, it's alarming, because you have to think about the fighters who he's beaten to get to this point. The decision over Regis Prograis now seems like a gift. And Prograis has become a 2-time champion in light of everything else that transpired. I don't think that Taylor is in any hurry to get in there with Prograis either. So what's going to happen when you have all of these misfits holding up the sport, causing a roadblock or a detour? It's time to get rid of the misfits in boxing. Lennox Lewis once declared, when he was the unified undisputed champion of the world, my job is to get rid of the misfits in boxing. And he was talking about for the heavyweight division where he campaigned at the time. And you know what? He did just that. We need someone to come along and clean up this junior welterweight division. Who may it be? Devin Haney's thinking about moving up. And there are fighters out there who are ready to line up. What do you think? Who do you think can get it done? At the end of the day, between these two, I don't think that's the answer. But hopefully, come next year, things will begin to sort themselves out. Yeah. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about this upcoming match between these two men. And should Tio fall on the sword or be dismissed? Leave comments and let's discuss. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.